The Middle East never sleeps, and the past 24 hours have been absolutely insane. First up, we got confirmed that the United States have eased sanctions on Russian oil, but the US stated that it will be very temporary. Next up, we got confirmed that the Kingdom of Bahrain, together with 19 other countries, expressed readiness to contribute efforts to ensure safe passage at the strait. Some of the top countries were the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Denmark, Canada, and so on. While all of this is happening, we got a statement from Donald Trump, and if we click on this image, the president basically said that they are very close to meeting their objectives, which are the completely degrading of the Iran missile capability, launchers, and other military equipment, like destroying Iran's defense industrial base, the navy and air force, never allowing Iran to get even close to nuclear capability, and also the goal of protecting, at the highest level, the United States Middle East allies, including Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, also Bahrain and Kuwait. He further stated that the strait will have to be guarded and policed by some countries without the help of the United States. Only if asked, the United States will help the countries, but it shouldn't be necessary once the threat of Iran is eradicated. Also, Iran basically warned the United Arab Emirates against any attack on the Iranian islands of Greater Tamp and Abu Musa, and basically Iran threatened again the United Arab Emirates. While all of this is happening, we got confirmed, according to the Israeli Ministry of Health, nearly 4,100 are injured since the start of the war, where 80 of them are still receiving treatment, while only 20 of them have severe and moderate injuries. While CENTCOM, so the United States Central Command, said that about 230 service members have been injured in the Middle East, while over 200 have returned to duty, leaving 25 still injured, while seriously wounded troops remain at 10. The President Trump further continued by stating that they have defeated the enemy and the strait will open at some stage. Also, he stated that he believes that Israel will be ready to end the war with Iran when the United States wants that. I assume that the President Trump wants to keep all options open so he can end the war whenever he wants, because we got stated that the Pentagon officials have made detailed preparations for deploying US ground forces into Iran, probably to capture the Kark Island, where 90% of Iran's oil is located through. So basically, the war will go probably at least a few more weeks, if not months. While the Ministry of Health have announced that 1,000 people got killed and nearly 2,800 injured in Israeli airstrikes on Lebanon since the start of the war. While the Israeli army have claimed on Sunday that they have killed a terrorist commander and 2 members in an airstrike in southern Lebanon. The Israeli army also stated that they have launched a wave of extensive airstrikes targeting terrorist infrastructure in southern Lebanon. We got also an attack here, which is probably made by the terrorist organization Lebanon, and it states that a suspected anti-tank missile attacked 2 vehicles which caught fire, and a body was pulled from one of them. Next up, we got confirmed, according to Reuters, that the Revolutionary Guard has replaced the terrorist hierarchical command structure in Lebanon with a more decentralized structure consisting of small units with limited knowledge of each other's operations, probably to limit Israel's intelligence capabilities. Next up, we got confirmed that basically Iran is begging other countries, basically the BRICS group, to play a role in stopping the attack against Iran. Next up, we got confirmed, according to the commander of the United States Central Command, the United States have bombed warehouses of Iran ballistic missiles and radars that were used to threaten their navigation. We got also confirmed, according to Axios officials, that the Iranian regime is going through a leadership crisis, but it seems that there are no signs of its collapse. Next up, we got confirmed that a research institute in western Tehran was targeted by an airstrike. We got also informed that the IDF have carried out a large-scale overnight wave of airstrikes in Tehran that targeted key Iranian regime military infrastructure, also weapons production and storage facilities, including a Ministry of Defense site, an IRGC Air Force production facility, and a base for training and housing missile systems. Also, the Israeli Air Force targeted intelligence infrastructure, including the Ministry of Intelligence headquarters and an emergency command center. of Iran's internal security forces, why they have submitted an official protest to the ICAO due to the grave violations and Iranian aggressions. And basically, you can imagine it as a code which is given to airplanes and airfields and so on, and marks airplanes, for example, as civilian. And even though these codes are there, the Iranian regime is targeting those. Next up, we got also a big statement from the President Donald Trump, and if we click on this post, it basically says that if Iran doesn't fully open the strait within 48 hours, the United States will start hitting their power plants, starting with the biggest ones. Of course, the response of Iran came promptly, and it stated if there's even the smallest attacks on the electrical infrastructure of Iran, the entire region will be plunged into darkness. Also, a Iranian missile hit a city where a nuclear site in the Negev is located, but it seems that no damage on the facility was made and no abnormal radiation have been detected. Next up, we got confirmed, according to the Israeli Chief of Staff Zamir, that a two-stage intercontinental ballistic missile with a range of about 4,000 kilometers was fired for the American target Diego Garcia, Ireland. So basically a missile that can reach Berlin, Paris, and Rome, which basically threatens Europe. However, I want to add that the missile luckily didn't reach the target and fell short. We were also informed about the United States Gerald Ford aircraft carrier. As we know, a fire broke out on that aircraft carrier, which was not created by an Iranian attack, and the aircraft carrier went to a Greece port to basically get repaired, and now it's fully operational. Also, we got yet again another report of the cruelty of the Iranian regime. A young boy who basically got hit by an Iranian ballistic missile, his medical situation sadly worsened. Lastly, we got confirmed that basically Iran said if Trump carries out his threat to attack Iran's energy infrastructure, Iran will close the strait completely. They stated that the strait was closed only for enemies, but have not been closed completely yet, so basically also for the allies. And this might be even true. If I remember right, Iranian oil was still flowing to China, not in the quantities before, but it was. And basically, Iran is threatening now that even China will not get any oil even though they are allies with Iran.